How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Galacticare. Today's the day. We're going to be jumping in to Chapter 3, which is called Transport Tycoon. I've got no idea what it's about. I haven't read any of the bio stuff about it. I haven't even clicked on this one to get a hint of what it's about, but it being called Transport Tycoon seems very fitting given the type of games that we usually play here on the channel. I'm also curious to see how we can do on this one. We did just under 3 stars for Chapter 1. We did 4 before Chapter 2. Can I get 5 on Transport Tycoon? I've got no idea, but there is only one way to find out. Let's go ahead and listen to the briefing and get right to it.
We're en route to a way station along the Galactic Transport Hub, the backbone of FTL travel via loan space built by the ingenious Tenki. We'll be building a hospital in one of the minor stations, and I'm sure you're as thrilled as I am by the prospect of all the wonderful locomotives which will be speeding by, stopping, unloading all their expertly packed cargo. Logistical bliss. There'll be patients too, I suppose, and we're expected to prepare for several exciting trains, including a particularly ancient sleeper train that's been lost in loan space for a number of years now. Director, welcome to your darling train station. Our client is keen to chat with you about their needs and so on. I'll patch them through.
Galacticare, welcome. I am Kappa. Interesting to have a Terran health company on contract. Many trains will travel through this station. Many will have need of your services. Your principal concern is a train lost in loam space. Only recently did we receive an update from its systems. Unusual situation. Please prepare for its arrival. The timing is uncertain, but it will emerge. In the meantime, many trains, many patients. Good luck.
Well then, I'll prepare my spirit for the oncoming train-based excitement.
This seems like it's gonna be something very interesting. So we need to open the hospital. We need to, I suppose, prepare the hospital. I don't know, I guess I build in these spaces? So I am building a hospital around a train station, is basically what I'm doing here. And I've got a couple of spaces to play with on either side by the looks of it, which is very interesting. I guess what I could do is set myself up a couple of check-in desks, kind of like what we did last time. I'm also really liking that these kind of match the color of the station. So I think what I'll do is I'll set up a check-in desk right about, let's say, here for now, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm not going to keep them right against the edge right there, but I'm going to use that as a bit of a measurement. And then what we can do is we can come in here, we can put this thing right about there. We can do the same on the other side, so we have those spaced out nicely. We're going to do the same just down here, so these are spaced out nicely. And then what I can do is come in here and move this thing back a little bit, because we have a lot of open space to play with, so we might as well go, say, I don't know, back about as far as the edge of the benches themselves. We'll do the same thing over on this side as well, so back about as far as the edge of the benches. We'll put more benches in here, so there's plenty of seating space for everybody that's going to be coming through. It is, after all, a train station, apparently, which is going to be very interesting to deal with, but we'll leave a bit of a gap here as well, I think, just so people can kind of get around. I don't know what the pathfinding is going to be like for all of that. I don't know if the AI is going to be able to get around. They kind of seemed like they were having some trouble with the small corridors on my last hospital, but maybe this one will be different. This one seems like it's a little bit, well, I would say open plan, but it's a train station, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and get some decorations in here. Let's get this place just looking a little bit better. I actually want to get some plants in here, which I totally forgot to do, so let's do that very, very quickly. And you know, just while we're decorating things, it hit me that I haven't got anything from the Galactic Exchange yet. And there are things in here that would happen to be pretty decent to have. We've got some ordinary decorations. We have some curious decorations. We have other vending machines, like the Qualk vending machine. We have different plants as well. We've got jellified Medbot skins. We've got Glam Rock Twiggy Pop. This is a lot of really cool stuff, honestly. The Scrap. Oh, the Scrap Medbot skin's really cool. I actually really like, I want that one. It's 100. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't, I've got absolutely no reason for it. Absolutely no need for it, but I do want it. We've got some data tracks here as well. We've got enough to get maybe 2 of these. We can get the Medbot Holoplinth. We'll grab that. We don't need an air freshener, I don't think. And there are a lot of cool things in here that we could play with. We could get some speakers. I think some speakers might be the way to go here. Let's do some speakers. I can have some fun with that. I'm not going to get a rubber bone. That seems a little bit silly. And we'll do a data track as well. So that leaves me with absolutely nothing I can spend on the Galactic Exchange, but it does give me some variety in terms of what I can decorate the hospital with. And so my thinking is I could do something like this data thing here and here for a bit of ordinary decoration so that humans are going to be relatively happy. And then looking at things like plant decorations, I mean, we have plenty of those. Looking at curious decorations, we have got this Leonard Moon hologram, which is actually kind of amazing. And I kind of love that. what is he doing? You know what? We're not going to worry about what he's doing. I don't know where I'd put this though. I mean, I guess it doesn't really, I can put it here. I can hide it behind this pillar if I really wanted to. I think we'll leave it be for now. Can I put anything on those pillars? Can I put like, no, I'd be really cool if I could put some decorations in those pillars, but I guess not. We'll figure it out. It's by no means the end of the world that we can't put those up right now. Let's get ourselves some of the basics though. We're down below down below 50,000 credits. So we're going to need some diagnosis rooms. We're probably going to need boning chambers, laser surgery, probably all of these. Let's go for diagnosis. Let's go for staff lounge as well. Maybe 2 diagnosis rooms and 1 staff lounge. Maybe that's the plan. So let's see. I guess we'll use the back walls. That kind of seems like the best bet. And we'll go and leave a bit of a gap between what we've done here. So we'll go as small as we can go with this. We will do, honestly, I think the most kind of basic setup possible for this is going to be reasonable. I think that's the play here. So let's get ourselves a nice screen right about there. What is that even called? Drone readout. So that's for displaying the data. Okay. So yeah, that can live right about there. I would like to decorate the rooms just a little bit. I don't know that I'm going to have too much choice in doing that. So we'll do a little cabinet right about there. We'll do another cabinet over on this side if it's going to let me, which it isn't. Can I do a smaller cabinet over there? Absolutely. Give me this one though, because it kind of fits better. And can I do this guy by the door? Absolutely as well. Can I put it over here instead? Yeah, I think over there is going to be the better spot. That seems pretty good. We can do some wall art. I think we'll go for this one just because it's a little bit fancy, and maybe a plant as well because people do seem to really enjoy having some plants in their offices. Let's go for something nice and green just there in the corner. That seems pretty good. It's 3,475 credits. We'll confirm that. And it is purple on the inside. Let's change that out for yellow? Definitely not. Definitely not. Let's go for sort of red, yellow, and orange as the theme of this hospital though, since everything out here is kind of red. And I think what I'll do is I will just go ahead and copy this room and we'll put it over on the other side. So we are, like I said, gonna have 2 of these guys. We'll confirm that. And I guess we don't need to get anything else until we know what we're gonna be dealing with. So let's go to recruitment and see what we've got. We have absolutely no one that can, oh wait, no, you guys are diagnosis. Okay, let's get Quake in here. Congratulations, you are gonna be hired. And Alfomzig, we'll hire you as well. It's a miracle that I managed to pronounce that name, but you're very welcome, Alfomzig. Let's make sure you're locked to that room. Let's make sure you are locked to that room as well. There is plenty of seating out here, so I'm not really too concerned about needing more of it, but maybe it wouldn't hurt if we just did, I don't know, a little something there, just to make sure that people are actually able to sit out here and sort of enjoy themselves. Maybe some more plants. Would that be overkill? I think probably, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway, just because I'm really enjoying the plant decorations. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little expensive, but it looks all right, you know. A little bit of detailing never hurt anybody. And then I guess our final step before we open things up. Do I have anything in my inventory? I do not. I've got a couple of Medibots who I would like to look all scrappy because I think that's kind of cool. So you are gonna look like scrap metal, and honestly, I'm kind of here for it. I think it's kind of charming. It's got a really nice charm to it. So I guess at this stage, oh wait, no, I forgot the staff room. Almost started without a staff room. Let's get one of those in here. What does it need to be? 3 by 3. We have 5 by 3 available here. Maybe what we do is, I think we go for this side. Well, maybe it should be larger. Maybe we do a 5 by 3 and I actually try and get more than 2 chairs in it this time. That might be the play. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's do the door right there. We'll put this thing squarely in the middle of the room. And then I have to figure out where I can do chairs, which is going to be the real struggle in this thing. So I want a chair, I guess, against that wall. And I want a chair, I guess, against that wall. Can I get a couch in here? Do we have room for that? It doesn't seem like it. Maybe the fire should go against the wall here, and I'll do a couch sort of squarely against that wall. That seems reasonable, but looking at it, I feel like I could get more chairs in here now. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think we try and get a couple of chairs right there. I think that's okay. And I think this one can be sort of moved that way a little bit. I think that's all right. I think that's what we go for. We can get some decent decorations in here as well. So we can do something kind of ordinary. We'll get a data track, I guess, over in this corner just because we can. We can do a burning moon poster sort of against that wall. And have we got anything sort of curious that we can put in here? Do I want to put this? I think I'm going to put this in here just because it's a curious decoration and people will be grateful for it. So that's going to be the plan. And then some plants. Let's get this thing done. Let's get the hospital opened. And I suppose now is going to be the time to get this thing open. We have our staff room. It looks all right. That's hopefully going to keep everybody nice and happy. Let's get the staff room painted up as well. Let's, like I said, go for a yellow, maybe orange on that one, just so it doesn't look quite as, yuck. And I think we're good. Let's open things up and see what we're going to be dealing with. We're absolutely going to do that.
Assure the trains that they can drop off their meaty cargo at any time. I'm sure this will be of great relief.
You make it sound like they have anxiety.
Mary, we all have anxiety.
Yeah, that's absolutely, that's absolutely true. We do. All right. So how many patients get off these trains and where? So the train's obviously pulled in. That's a lot of space opening up. And that's a lot of patients.
Ah, the 10 key. First off, incredible engineers. 10 key patients love seeing both upgraded and well-maintained rooms. They also adore machines, so much that when they're happy, they'll repair equipment just for the fun of tinkering. Little furballs after my own heart. 10 key are innately biomechanical. The theory is that they were engineered by another ancient culture. Each 10 key inherits a package of nanomachines from their parent, which then unfolds into cybernetic augmentations as they grow. I actually implanted myself with 10 key nanobots I got from an old fling, which is why my liver has tubes and whistles occasionally. Anyway, they think a mile a minute, they adore machinery, and are incredibly, incredibly fuzzy. Make sure you hire some if you can.
I absolutely will. They look kind of cool. They look really interesting. They will repair objects when idle and happy. They like well-maintained rooms and they like upgraded rooms. We have a lot of them coming through though. Like a lot. And I don't know what's up with them.
A train is en route to you carrying pilgrims from Firestone, a Cooper Valley shrine world. Please help them to be alive, as they are currently struggling to do so.
Based on the manifest, we should expect at least a dozen patients suffering from a mix of shattered arm, twisted tail, and motion sickness. Director, the patients suffering from motion sickness are going to require something quite extreme to get them sorted. As if by freaky precognition, Mazarian seems to have just the thing.
Okay, so we will deal with that, but I'm noticing that we need a skin lab. I heard shattered arm, which needs a boning chamber as well. So the skin lab can be 3 by 4. Let's get that going pretty much immediately is what I'm thinking. We've got this space right here. We get 3, we've got 4. We can do the door on this thing, I guess, right in the middle. We can do this thing, I guess, just anywhere, really. We'll put it right about there. And this can go, this is actually gonna be slightly tricky to fit in here, I think. Oh, no, it can go right about there. which honestly, yeah, I'm kind of here for it. That'll do just fine. It's not the prettiest looking room. It's not the greatest layout, but actually that's kind of a decent enough looking layout, I guess. We can do some decorations in there as well, which I'm absolutely here for because it does help to keep people happy. So we'll do a little something right about there as well. And of course, maybe, have we got a Skin Lab poster? Have we got the Burning Moon posters still? So we'll just do another one of those right about there, just for some decorations. And we have this corner down here that I'd like to play with as well. So let me see, have I got anything out of the ordinary? We have this, which unfortunately doesn't fit. Some bio canisters, which are a bit huge looking, I'm not gonna lie. And we have this thing as well, which is a bit weird looking. You know what? Maybe we don't do any of that. Maybe we just do the usual. We'll put a plant in the corner. We'll get a couple of small parts of the plant on either side, and that seems fine. I think that's gonna be our skin lab, and that's hopefully gonna be enough to treat everybody that's coming in. We're also gonna want some benches. Of course, we're going to want to get one there and here. And what did I do for the plants on the other side? I did those weird looking sort of green tentacle things, which is not a sentence I ever want to say again. But there we go. So that'll be our skin lab. And then it was the boning chamber, which has to be 4 by 4, which I guess conveniently fits right about there. So I think that's kind of what I'm thinking, is we do the boning chamber right about there. We can rotate it around a little bit, something like this. And that seems fine. I don't think it needs too much in the way of decoration. We can maybe do, I don't know, a cabinet down there. And you know what? Since we don't usually do it, let's do some windows. Let's do a nice big window on this thing, I guess. We'll go, maybe not that big. We'll go for a nice window. Yeah, let's say there. We'll confirm that. And that seems all right. So that'll be plenty of space along here for some benches as well. Let's get those along here. And then I guess we are pretty much good to go. We've also got some really good space here for some more plants, which I know we don't need, but I'm really enjoying the plant stuff. So there we go. That seems like it'll be good. We'll need some doctors for it though. So recruitment wise, we have David who can work in the skin lab. I am kind of wanting some of those new, whatever that new species was. I've already forgotten its name. So I'm going to reject everybody. And we're going to see what we can do here. Hopefully we can get a little something going. If we don't end up with any of them, I genuinely have completely forgotten what they're called. There's one, but you're a trainee. You're also a trainee. That's not exactly what I'm looking for at all. And you're, okay. Well, that's not useful. That's just not useful at all. I don't want your treatment to be slower either. Let's reject everybody again and see if maybe we can do something good here. If we can't, then I mean, yeah, you're good at the boning chamber. So you know what? Hire you and boning chamber. So that'll be great. And have we got anybody that can do the skin lab? Trainee, please, skin lab? No. Okay, that's unfortunate. Nutrition need is increased, reduced experience generated. You know what? Let's hire you. I'm going to put you in the skin lab anyway. And we are going to go and make sure both of you are locked to your respective spaces. And that seems fine. We're treating people, which is good. We're getting some treatments going. That's the plan. That's what we needed to do. Let's have a listen to Ms. Orion.
Get a load of this bad boy, the centrifuge. Motion sickness is a condition where the inertia of traveling at relativistic speeds somehow gets stuck due to errors in space-time. The solution is obvious. We spin them right round, baby. And hey, it actually works. The stuckness of their relativistic frame gets flung right out. Also, don't touch the sides while it's spinning. You'll explode.
Oh, that's just we. Okay, yeah. We'll not. Okay, a couple of centrifuges. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting to need a couple of these things. Now, the interesting thing about this hospital layout is that I'm pretty sure technically I could do this. Oh no, I can't actually build right along the side. Never mind. I can build right up to the side though, which is interesting. So I could get another diagnosis room here, for example. Or I could move this door down one, move this thing over. There's a lot of options here that I'm kind of excited about. But I think what we'll do is get ourselves a 4x4 centrifuge right about there. That thing is huge. Good Lord. Okay. Wasn't expecting it to be quite that large, but well, it'll do. It'll definitely do. It's also kind of expensive, which I don't necessarily appreciate, but you know what? We're gonna get 2 of them because the game did say I might need a couple of them. So a couple of centrifuges right there. I can get some more benches along this side of the room as well, which I think we're gonna need because again, it said we need a couple of these things. So let's sincerely hope for the best that I'm gonna have, well, let's just hope that I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know if I want to do a bench right there. I don't want to block the stairs too much, so let's actually change out the way I'm doing the benches. We'll do a bench there, we'll do a bench there, and we'll do a bench there. And what I can do is get myself some plants. So a nice plant here and here. We'll do a plant down in that corner, and we'll do some little plants just sort of in the middle there. Which again, I have to imagine they just look kind of tentacly, so sitting next to that might be really uncomfortable for some, but no big deal. It'll be fine. Let's have a look and see. Do we have anyone that can work here? We do. Let's hire you and get you working right in there and clear everybody else out. And then once you are here, we can lock you to it, which is fantastic news. And hopefully, yep, we've got you. Let's put you into the centrifuge as well. Get you locked to it. And that should keep us good. So we've got the train arriving in 2 minutes. We've got 2 centrifuges. We've got a couple of diagnosis rooms. I could get more of them, but I'm a little bit broke right now, so I think I'm gonna pass, is what I'm gonna do. We've also got a couple of you guys complaining about a lack of curious decorations, which is frustrating. Definitely frustrating. I'm pretty sure I can fix that, though. If we have a look at curious decorations, I can put the open thing right there, and that seems to have made them a little bit happier. And then what are you complaining about? You don't see any upgraded rooms. Oh, yeah, that is gonna be a whole thing, isn't it? We'll figure it out. We'll absolutely figure it out. It's not the end of the world. But wait, how do I, so this is repair now. This is save as template, rename, recolor, copy room, repair now. Wait, priorities. Oh, you can prioritize different specializations at different diagnosis rooms. That's very cool. I like that a lot. That's really, really interesting. Can you do anything like that? You can prioritize nothing currently. You can prioritize. Yeah, you absolutely can prioritize. Okay. That's really neat. I hadn't paid attention to that. Just another thing in this game I hadn't paid attention to. I'm also realizing that if I do want to upgrade rooms, I'm going to have to get a research space, and that's kind of going to be a pain, but I'm sure we'll get there. We'll get one eventually. What are you standing around for? You just kind of chilling? You waiting to go into the boning chamber? It looks like it.
The Firestone train with our first batch of emergency patients is pulling into the station.
That's a lot. That's a lot of patience. that's a lot is what that is. Let's prioritize all of the emergency patients. You've got shattered arm. So shattered arm is not a huge deal. Motion sickness is going to be, because that's the new thing. But as long as they all get treated, I mean, I realize that prioritizing this many patients is probably silly, but we'll do it anyway. How are we looking for queues in the diagnosis rooms? That's gonna be the real question. That is a lot of patients. We've also only got 8,000 credits, so yeah, we're really gonna want to start trading people. It's what we're gonna want to do, because otherwise we might go broke. It looks like our current cost is 8,000 credits, funnily enough. So as long as we have over 16, we'll be all right. We'll be making some money. We got 4, we got 6 people in the queue right there. Is it about to go up to 7? I think it is. Yeah, 5 or 6 people in that queue. And then on this side, it is 6 people in that queue. We really are gonna need another diagnosis room.
It's me.
Glad to hear a passenger was cured. Good news. People better alive than dead. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, people better alive than dead. That is true. What have you got for me? We've got some toxin. We've got some repair kits. You know, I'm going to take some free repair kits. I get the feeling that since we're dealing with a species that seems to like things being repaired, that's going to be necessary. Oh my. Wow. That is, I don't like that. I do not like that. It reminds me a lot of, looks like something from like a violent version of something from a fairground, you know? Like a really violent version of something from a fairground. That's not pleasant. I wouldn't, Although I'm not even I barely like anything at fair. I like bumper cars. That's about the only thing I really enjoy at a fairground. I like the bumper cars because I can be really competitive, and it's the dumbest thing. I haven't been on any kind of bumper cars in a very, very long time. Let's say since I'm 30 now. We'll say maybe 5 or 6 years, maybe more since I've been on bumper cars. And oh wow, there's 12 people in queue for the boning chamber. We'll have to fix that. Long story short, here's, 25-year-old me in the bumper cars getting really competitive with like teenagers and kids and, showing absolutely no mercy. I'm not sorry. I should clarify. There's no part of me that's remotely sorry about that. They know what they signed up for. Anyway, let's get ourselves another boning chamber, which annoyingly is, it's annoyingly sized. Unfortunately, I'm starting to feel like how much is this? 35,000. Maybe not right now. Maybe not right now. Are they all 30? This one's 38. This one's 40. This one is 36. So that one's actually the cheapest one. Okay. Well, why don't we can I move this room? Is that a thing? If I go to edit the room, can I just pick it up and move it? Because I'm thinking I can just do this and we'll confirm that. It's still not going to doctor assign to it. So you are going to be assigned to here and we're going to lock you to it, which you now are. So now I have this space to play with. I'm also thinking I'm going to move these benches as well because we might as well get them over there. So we'll get them nicely placed next to the door. Same with the plants as well. So right about there. And right about there. So that gives us 2 diagnosis rooms over there, which is perfectly fine. We can copy this boning chamber. We can rotate the boning chamber and we can put it right about there. We'll confirm it. And that seems pretty good. Still got a bit of a window to it, which is fine. And I mean, the 2, whatever these things were called, seem to be doing just fine as well. Does this have a queue? It kind of does. It's got a queue of 7 right now, which I mean, we could get another one. I feel confident in saying we can probably get another one of these. So we'll copy it. We'll swing it around. We'll put it right about here. Basically the same layout as what we have on the other side of the hospital, just sort of mirrored or flipped. I think flipped is probably the right word. And honestly, that's fine. That's totally fine. What way do we do this? We do the bench in the corner and right there. We get ourselves some of these plants right here and right here. And then along here, we want to get ourselves a couple of nice long benches to give everybody somewhere to sit. There we go. So that should be all right. We can get ourselves some people to work there. We have the skin lab, which is going to be, Upsilon. We're going to hire you to work in that skin lab. We're going to hire, let's see, do we have anyone for a boning chamber? We have Pi. You know what? We'll go for Cornetta is what we're going to do. You've got Pi and essentially Cornetto, which sounds amazing right now. It is, however, as I'm recording, 4 a.m. basically, so getting a Cornetto might be slightly tricky. Anyway, we'll get them assigned. That'll hopefully cut down on the queues, which is fantastic. And so we should make more money. I'm also kind of wondering, so it just said that we cured everybody, right? We've got another train coming in as well. Oh, what's getting off of this one? It's a bit of a smaller train.
Astonishing. Maximum efficiency. Incredible work, Galacticare. We'll request your hospital design later. Much to learn from the schematics.
I have my doubts about there being much to learn from the schematics, but thank you. We have the Granollage bar, which is amazing. We've also got some tanky influence, which is great. We got a lot of credits. Absolutely.
Bars provided. Crunchy, enhanced mental acuity, learn faster, good for lipoprotein problems.
Okay. Okay. I'm barely paying attention to what he's saying, but I'm here for it.
Greetings. I'm Ultra, Health Administrator for Null 7. Tanky colony comprised of those afflicted with a rare disorder. Heard Galacticare was here, came to ask for help. Condition is psychological in nature. We call it the voice, and afflicted Tanky are ostracized, exiled. Hope your technology can help.
Director, the Dreamarium may actually be able to help. And hell, it's worth a shot if anything is. Please make sure we have a Dreamarium ready to receive our fluffy guests.
I absolutely will. I'm also pretty sure that the voice actor for Ultra tweeted me the other day, which was really cool. I think I might be, I'm pretty sure. It was pretty cool either way. Let's go ahead and buy this zone right here. We'll clear everything out of it. And we are going to need to get ourselves a Dreamarium now. So how big does this have to be? 3 by 3. We have a 4 by 3 space here, which is fair enough. I think we'll go for the 4 by 3 just because it's there. Why can't I put the door here? That's really, really strange. I can put it on the side though. It's really odd. I don't know what's going on with that. We'll not worry too much about it. Let's just get ourselves some stuff to further decorate this space. Can I get anything out of the ordinary in there? I guess I don't know that I need to. We have got some weird decorations around the place elsewhere. So we'll get ourselves just a plant right there. We'll get ourselves a little short version of the plant right next to it. No, okay, that's fine. We'll just confirm it and that'll be all right. I don't know if I can get anything next to this, although I guess I can get some benches across the way. Is that a thing I can do? Can I get some benches in there? Is there space for it? No. Can I get some benches this way? Yeah. So I can do that, which is fine. I could also just put a toilet down there, which honestly, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do is we'll just go for the greatest toilet in the entire hospital. Why is this blocked? You know what? I'm just not going to ask questions. This is blocked as well. I think it's because the items that were here before, yeah, they've now properly disappeared. So I'll tell you what, confirm this and we'll just put some benches along the side of this and we'll get ourselves just a little plant for the corner as well, because I absolutely love them, because you knew I was going to. So we've got that. We've got the Dreamarium. We need to recruit someone that can work there, which currently is nobody. So reject everybody. We'll get ourselves a new doctor here in just a second. It's also looking like the place is... Was there some dirt in the ground there, or am I imagining it? You know what? I might be imagining it. I definitely saw something, but we'll not worry about it. Let's go ahead and get Victor in here.
As Ms. Orion has stated, we shall ensure that we have ample Dreamariums available before our new tanky friends arrive.
Now, once again, I'm hearing the word, I'm hearing the plural there. I'm hearing Dreamariums. So I wonder, would it be worth doing this? I can't do that, unfortunately, which is a bit of a pain, but I can do this. That seems like it seems like a waste of space though, because I can only do like a 2 by something up here. So would they be better up this way? I don't know. Maybe we just sort of stack them. Maybe I do this and just confirm, and we'll do some benches in front of it and that'll be fine. I think that's the play here, is we just sort of do this kind of thing. We'll do some benches kind of down here as well. And you know, I've just realized what I've been sitting here thinking about what the tanky remind me of, that little fluffy species. And it's been bothering me because I'm sitting looking at them and trying to figure it out. And I've realized what it is. I don't know how many of you might be familiar, and if I remember to do this, I will. I don't know how many of you might be familiar or have been familiar once upon a time with a game called WildStar. WildStar was an MMO that came out years and years ago, and It was a space sci-fi MMO, and I made another channel where I was going to do exclusively WildStar content, and I deleted it after like a month because I stopped playing the game, and then like a year later the game got abandoned and they announced it was closing down. It was a whole thing and I was really excited about it. But there was a race in WildStar that looks really similar to the Tenki, and I'm pretty sure I played that race as my main character. I might be misremembering. I genuinely might be, but these guys, for whatever reason, this is, I should say, I haven't seen anything from WildStar in years. I haven't gone back and looked at what it looked like, so I might genuinely just be misremembering completely, but I am getting that same vibe for whatever reason. Now, we did also need laser surgery, which is a 3x3. We have room back here for a 4x3, which, yeah, I think I'd kind of like to save the space. So let's do a 3x3 here, and we'll do the door here. We'll get our laser surgery. It's going to be a little bit cramped though. So you know what? Let's put the door here for a second. Let me extend the room, move the door to there. That's a little bit less cramped, which is hopefully going to be good. We can do some of these cabinets at the back. I can't do one back there, which is totally fine. Can I rotate it that way? Nope, that's all right. We're not going to worry too much about it. Can I get them by the door? I absolutely can. Okay, so we'll do cabinets like this. I'm going to do I want to do windows? I sort of do, actually. I sort of do. I want to get some windows in the front of that just because I can. And I guess we'll do maybe a little bit of floor decoration or something. I don't know if we want hazard stripes. I suppose hazard stripes in like a laser lab would kind of make sense though. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. Can I get anything that fits down in those spaces as well? I totally can. Oh, can I do them underneath this entire thing? You know what? If I can do them underneath this entire, yeah, I'm absolutely gonna do that. Oh, you know what? Looking at this, I really don't like the emergency stripes. Let me do something about that real quick. We also have, oh, we need a tree ultra. Oh man, hold on. I need to, you know what? It's gonna be quicker. I think just deleting this room is gonna be quicker. I don't know if I get my money back for that though. Do I? I do. Okay. The stripes were a bad idea. They were just not, they just were not a good idea. Okay, we can absolutely do that. I am going to need someone else to work in the laser things though. I also need another person to work in the dreams. So let's get Leaf here to work in there. And if we could maybe get someone that can do the dreaming thing, that would be great. No, just a bunch of trainees. Reject everybody. And that will be all right. Let me also just make sure that you are locked to that room. Let me make sure you are locked to that room. And please, there's what I'm looking for. Let's get you working in that space. That should keep us pretty good. Get you locked to the room as well. And you know, it might be an idea to go ahead and get ourselves a few little benches just up this way. So something maybe, I don't know, I guess right about here should be totally fine. Obviously, the usual. We're doing a plant because I can. I also want the free money because obviously I would kind of like the free money. You are my priority patient. Let's make sure you actually do get treated, which I think we're absolutely in the process of doing.
Sensation. Mollusk reveals a hidden connection. Implanted? Something left over? Can feel the ancient enemy. Drives us to devise dark machines. Cause ruin. With Mollusk's aid, I can close the ports, seal it fully away. My mind is clear. Didn't know this was how it was supposed to feel. Deafening silence. Peace. Thank you. Thank you.
Director, this is amazing! This is a radical breakthrough with a heretofore unknown condition. Galacticare, baby!
Galacticare, am keen to help. Long years of service in the colonies. Can handle medicine and machines. Not that different, sometimes very different. Wisdom is knowing when. Still working on it. Uploading my work history now.
Sounds like we're about to get another consultant, which honestly, I'm kind of here for. So this is Ultra, age 28, 154 kilograms, Tenki. Prior job was health admin, homeworld 07, and you are, oh, you're quite fast at what you do. That sounds good. Okay. I'm absolutely here for it.
With your resume and how impossibly fluffy you are, you'll be an invaluable addition to the team. You can help us roll out this treatment to all the other affected fuzzy little Tenki. How do you feel about that?
Feels slightly fetishized. However, your technologies are curious. Interesting fusions, risky designs. I accept. Would love to help. Other Tenki suffering from the Voice's influence will join us now and attempt treatment. Tails crossed.
Okay, so we're gonna be dealing with a lot of Tenki coming in here. Wow. Well, hopefully we can manage. Are we doing okay in terms of queues? It kind of looks like it. Nothing looks to be too busy, which is great news. Definitely a lot going on with the diagnosis rooms though. And I was looking at this space and thinking that it might not be a bad idea to get ourselves another diagnosis room. So I'm going to clear out all of this for a second. I'd like to grab you. I would like to duplicate the room and I'm going to put it right here, which is going to give us this weird sort of cutaway space. But honestly, I don't mind that too much because what I can do is I can go in there and I can do a bathroom, a toilet pod, or I could do some vending machines. Honestly, I'm kind of inclined to say vending machines, although we do have pretty good coverage on the vending machines in this space. We have pretty good toilet coverage in this space as well. So maybe just something like a curious decoration. Maybe maybe this thing can go in that corner. And I think that's definitely the right call. It gives us something kind of cool down here. We could do, I'm going to say a bench right about there. And I was trying to avoid putting benches in front of the little escalator things here, but I think that might be the call just because we kind of need them. Although we have got this over here as well. So maybe we use this space and do a bunch of benches just sort of across there instead. So what if I was to move you and sort of do this instead? I think that seems pretty good. And then I could maybe move this over to the wall, or I could do a smaller one kind of against the wall so we're not blocking things in too much. Maybe in general we get rid of you and just do the smaller one in front of the pillar. I kind of like that. I think that's the call. And then maybe just this guy with a little plant beside it. Just again, because I'm really enjoying the plants. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's been obvious, but I'm really liking the plants around here. So that seems pretty solid. That should be a good amount of seating. I don't think I can get any in there. And I am going to need to get myself another doctor to work in there. So there we go. That should mean that we're diagnosing what's wrong with people that little bit quicker, which is fine. Apparently I have a pending cold answer, which I disagree with, but it should be fine. Who needs some expertise? So you're my trainee. I want you, where are you working right now? The skin lab? That's what you're going to specialize in. And that'll keep you pretty good. So you should be a little bit better at the skin lab now. We do need to upgrade some rooms around here as well. Maybe we should go into research. But I'll tell you what we are going to do for sure right about now. What we are going to do is leave it there for today. I don't know about you, but for me, this past, we'll say, I don't know how long the episode's going to be, 50 minutes-ish. It has flown by. So I didn't even realize we were coming up on an hour. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I don't want to, I don't want another hour-long episode. I'm really trying to keep things down a little bit, but we'll leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.